I'm Charlie Grew for CKVI Radio, and I'm joined by Jerry Howorth, who is the radio voice for the Toronto Blue Jays. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me today.
You're welcome, Charlie. My pleasure.
This year you're doing both radio and television broadcasting. Can you comment on both of them?
Well, I've been fortunate. I've been up here 20 years, and I've broadcast on radio all 20. And this year, I have an opportunity to do 30 games on Sportsnet. So on the television side, it's a creative challenge to try to be a TV broadcaster rather than a radio broadcaster. And by that, Charlie, I mean try to say a lot less and say more at the same time. Maybe just try to have some thoughts that where you can act as someone who comes up with some captions of what people see on the TV. And I found it very challenging to work with a producer, a director, cameraman, a partner in Rob Falls, and try to work really with a big team.
Which of the two would you like better?
Well, I like them both. I've always enjoyed radio, and I have for 20 years, and 5 years before that in the AAA Pacific Coast League. But I really enjoy being a rookie on television. At my age, at 55, and having 20 years in the major leagues, it's something new, it's refreshing. I think we all need a little change and stimulation, and this provides it to me. So I enjoy both, the radio for the love of it and the TV for the newness of it.
What question would you recommend that someone like me should ask a ball player?
Well, that's a very good question. I think the best thing is to, first of all, just try to come up with something positive for a player when you start any interview, whether it's a good word on what he did the night before on a big hit or a defensive play or something that was fundamentally sound to the game. All players love to hear what they do aside from the big obvious hit that they might have had. And I mean hitting a cutoff man or moving a runner over, getting a runner in with a sacrifice fly. So if you can find those things in the game and go up and highlight a player with that initially, they'll respond. We all do. And then after that, you can ask them anything because they're on your side.
Do you use the internet as research for the games that you broadcast?
I'm a big believer in the internet, Charlie. I've used it for the last 4 years. I have a laptop computer, so every day I'm online. Every day I prepare in many different ways, and one of them is the internet. My favorite site is sportspages.com, where you can go to any sports section in North America. You can research the team you're playing, i.e. Boston here as we do this interview. And then you have ESPN.com and CBSSportsline.com and Yahoo for up-to-date sports ticker information. The internet is a wonderful source for information. And then, of course, for me, my family's online with me on my AOL account, so I'm with them all the time. I can email friends. I'm always in touch with my friends and loved ones. And I can't say enough about the internet and encourage people to get on it and use it as a tool for many different things.
Do you think that pitchers should hit?
I've always been a believer in the National League style of baseball, probably because I grew up in San Francisco. I don't care for the designated hitter. I've worked in Toronto for 20 years, and so you work with what you have. And I know that the designated hitters here contributed to those World Series years in '92 and '3. But for me, I love National League Baseball because to me that really is baseball at its best, using all 25 men in a game, save for your starters, of course, and really having fans talk about the game in a much different way than they do with the DH because there's so much more to talk about. I've never been concerned about the old adage, well, a pitcher just goes up and strikes out and it takes away from the game. I don't believe that at all.
Do you think it's tougher for the managers?
Oh, I do, definitely. You have to manage, you have to work your bench into the games, you have to use your bullpens, you have to make decisions on when to take a starter out if he's pitching well to get some more offense. It's a much more challenging game all the way around, I feel, in the National League.
If you could ask a question of any sports legend, past or present, who would that player be and why, and what would the question be?
Oh boy, those are good questions. Any player at any time and who, what, or when. I probably would ask Cy Young, who won 511 games, what it meant to pitch that often. Was his arm ever sore? And if it was, how did he get through that soreness? Would he laugh today at today's pitchers and the surgeries that go on and pitching with five-man rotations? How did he win an incredible 511 games? What was the secret to his success and what made it happen? And how did he stay injury-free? That's the person I'd like to talk to with those questions in mind.
Thank you for taking time to speak with me. I've been speaking with Jerry Howorth, who is the radio voice of the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm Charlie Grew for CKVI Radio.